Hello, beautiful people. Welcome once again to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for stopping back. Yes, I'm back at your screen. Okay, this is going to be a very brief one, okay? And I want to tell you guys a very fun, interesting story. You guys have heard this in the title, and you know what you're about to hear. Stay tuned. It's very short. Stay till the end, okay? If you are new to this happy family, please consider subscribing. Please, guys, let us get to 30k subscribers, please. And share my videos. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for always returning. And yes, don't worry, travel videos are loading. My visa is almost ready, and I'll be traveling to some places I'll disclose to you very soon within Malaysia. Anyways, let's get straight to the video right away. So yes, this video actually, I was thinking, should I share with you guys or should I not share with you guys? But I think it's very good to share, especially as an experience, okay, for people who may be coming to Malaysia, okay, especially from that part of the country or even anywhere. And then you need to be very careful, okay, about the people you meet, especially at the airport. Okay, so let's go back a little bit to 2017 when I came to Malaysia for the very first time. Okay, I arrived at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, okay, in KL, and I remember that the whole scenario was quite strange for me because this was my first time coming to this beautiful, wonderful country, and I don't really know much people around. Okay, probably I knew one person. I don't even know them because I've never seen them before. I've never talked before. But yeah, due to one or two connections, I knew that somebody was going to wait for me at the airport, you know, from my university and all that. Okay, so anyways, I came and I was trying to like do all the normal procedures, clear with the immigration and all that. And while on the line, okay, to clear for my immigration and all that so that I can enter the country properly, I met different people, of course, in different like rows. So I didn't really know which row was for students, okay, which row was for normal workers, because normally they actually have a special row for students. So that's a very good information for you. If you're coming to Malaysia for the first time and you are a student, there's actually a special row for students. I don't know if it's still the same thing now. Please, if you have come to Malaysia recently, let me know in the comment section below if it's the same thing. Is there a special row for international students, okay, once you arrive in Malaysia? But during my time, yes, there was a special row, but I didn't know. So I was just in the long queue. You know, that time people come to Malaysia a lot. Even up to now, people still come to Malaysia like in their numbers. I mean, a lot of people actually come to Malaysia even at this time. So yes, I was just staying with the normal people coming to Malaysia, and lo and behold, you know, as a JJC means Johnny just come, like I'm just new, I don't know anything about the country, you know, quite confused basically. And then somebody walked up to me. Actually, this guy was a Nigerian, a black guy, and from his outlook already, I already began to think, but I did not conclude because I know that there are people that could also be in that same kind of outlook, and maybe they are not into what I was actually guessing this guy was into, because of course as a child of God, I have the Spirit of God in me, and I was already suspecting something, but I did not talk. I just acted normally, and the guy came and all that, his bag and everything, the earrings everywhere, and you know, all those kind of things, so many rings. Sometimes I used to wonder, like, why do people, you know, like stress themselves with all these things? Like a guy, you know, like almost the whole fingers with rings and all that, and then the earrings and all those kind of things. He was so sophisticated for me, but I just kept quiet. I said, okay, no problem. Maybe he's also new here, who knows? We rise by lifting others, right? So he came to me, and then he wanted to start a conversation. Are you guys guessing what I'm about to say? Keep watching, okay? It's very short. Don't skip, oh, if not you won't get the real gist. So that was how this guy came and started telling me stories of his life. And he began to ask me questions. How am I? Where am I coming from? I say I'm coming from Nigeria. I say, oh yeah, he guessed as much. He also, and all that. But it was not actually, I don't think he was flying from Nigeria directly in that particular trip. So, you know, this guy began to tell me stuff that he has girlfriends in different countries. In fact, the one in one country like that is calling him, is it Thailand? And then Indonesia. I was like, really? In all these places, only you? Me, I was just asking him like, really? Only you? So he was saying all those things, and the next thing he began to talk about money and all that, and I'm like, okay, here we go, here we go. And then even though he did not really say directly to me that he is doing this kind of business in Malaysia, but I just thought maybe he was doing business, like normal business, because he said he's doing business, you understand? That's what many of them will tell you, you understand? He said he's doing business here, and I'm like, okay. So he began to tell me stuff. Then he was asking me that, do I have any job here? Do I have anybody here? Do I know anybody here? He was trying to like claim to be a good person, you understand? Good in quotes. When they want to get their victims, especially if they see that you may be smart, because he asked me that, what am I coming to study here? And I said computer science. And he was like, wow, this guy is gonna be a smart guy for what we are doing. And me, my very humble mind, okay, and gentle soul, I was just laughing inside, and I'm like, this guy doesn't know who he has met. But anyways, I was just listening to him, and he was just telling me about the good things, you understand, all the benefits and stuff like that. He did not tell me directly that this is what they are doing, but he was just trying to tell me, like, do I have anything I'm doing? Then he was looking at me, like, looking down on me, literally. Can you imagine, guys? I don't know if I have picture of when I first came to Malaysia. It was really funny, but yeah, it was not so bad like that. At least coming outside, I was still looking okay, but definitely maybe not as I am now, okay? Maybe not as sophisticated as I am now. But yeah, he was just looking down on me somehow, and this kind of, see, I want to give you, something that can help you. He said, like, you're coming to study here. Oh, how are you going to survive? That kind of thing. And he was just saying a lot of things. But you know what, guys? Luckily for me, because I was just praying in my mind, and I was like, wow. And I was also trying to counter some of the things he was saying, you understand? But luckily for me, something happened in the midst of the discussion. Before that, he was even almost asking me, maybe, do I have my laptop here and all that, that there's something he quickly wants to check immediately. And I was like, this is a trick they use, you understand? He could install something in my laptop without me even knowing. So me, I just kept quiet, and I was like, my laptop battery was low. And actually, I think my laptop battery was low. I've been traveling for like 2 days, and I've not charged the laptop and all that. And that was how I actually escaped that particular scene. So what next, guys? After that, in the midst of a discussion about laptop and all that, and how to survive in Malaysia, in quotes, I already rounded up that this guy is actually doing something like Yahoo and all that. So luckily for me, I did not even know that I was in the wrong line, because they were actually in the general line, you understand? So I was actually in the wrong line, and then somebody just contacted me, one of the immigration, I think, who was there in the front. I was like, am I a student? And I'm like, yes, so I'm a student too. And it's like, oh, come here. And the line for students, people were not really much. I was like, wow, I've already stayed for almost 2 hours, because this time around, the period I came was around August, so many people were coming to Malaysia. Oh, August visitor, wow. Many people were coming to Malaysia at that time, so a lot of crowd were there. So he just kindly called me, and I can never forget that great gesture of that immigration officer. I don't know if you may be watching this. I don't know if they even know me again. I don't know if they know that Bolu is now a YouTuber, because I was not a YouTuber then, So I went to that place, and then they attended to me very fast, quick, and he was even giving me some advice. The immigration guy was giving me some advice that, wow, you're here for study, master's or PhD. I said master. They said, okay, that's very great. That he wished me the best. He didn't really, condemn me or anything like that, because he knows that since this guy is coming for postgraduate studies, definitely most of the people that come for postgraduate studies, they actually come here for the right thing. Not all, guys, not all, okay? That was how he attended to me very fast, very smooth, and then I left the airport that night. So guys, after that episode, I began to wonder, like, wow, okay, I've been hearing some things, about people doing Yahoo, people doing fraud and all those kind of things. And I encountered something similar to that, okay, during my first day in Malaysia. So, and I've had other stories of people that have actually escaped that kind of invitation, okay, right from the first time of entering this country. So my advice to you, if you're coming to Malaysia or any other country all over the world, these people are everywhere, you understand? The little bad eggs that make other people to define those from our side as that negative aspect of a life, you understand? Definitely it's just a little percentage of them that are doing that kind of thing, not every Nigerian or African. So my advice to you, if you're coming to Malaysia, be very careful. Don't, attend to a lot of talks or whatever with strangers in the airport. Just do your things, okay? And do the right thing. You don't need any help, basically. All the people that will help you are there already. Just meet the right people at the right counters and do your thing and go, okay? Don't be too relaxed in the hands of strangers, except if they are like workers here or Malaysians who just want to give you a helping hand. You still need to be careful, definitely, but many Malaysians are really kind and very helpful and very thoughtful. And yeah, that was my experience basically. And after that, you know, since I started creating content and people began to know me as Bolu and all that, I have had experiences of people actually coming to meet me, you understand? Like, not physically, of course, I won't give them that audience if I know what they are trying to do. Like coming to, you know, contact me and all that. And with regards to, for example, somebody met me, like, can I help to be the middleman for a transaction of a guy that she has never met? And this lady is in Malaysia, and I'm like, wow, how can people really do this kind of thing? Are you sure? And she was saying, yeah, she believes in the love and the connection. I know there may be some rare cases, but this one, you need to be very careful. Say the guy was from Nigeria and all that, and he wanted to do one investment, and he was looking for somebody that could send the money, and the guy wanted to send the money actually. I think she was talking about $1,000, and I'm like, are you serious? That's like 4,000 ringgit. You want to throw your money into a stranger you don't even know from anywhere, all in the name of love? You guys, you need to be very careful, okay? I'm not talking of only Nigerian or Africa or anywhere. Scammers are everywhere all over the world. We don't need to begin to mention countries now. But because of the stigma that is attached to people like us, that's why I'm telling you this truth, okay? So be very careful. 90% of Nigerians are good people. Just the few 10%, because Nigerians, we are much. It's a big population, okay? Just the few 10% that are doing the bad thing, which the news is actually projecting. Look at the good people. But you also be very careful of the negative people around, whether in any other country that are here to scam you, or even among Malaysians. Malaysians also, some of them are also scamming these days. You understand? So we must be very careful. So I advised this lady, since she was watching my YouTube video, and I'm like, I cannot involve myself in this, because if anything happens to this money, I know Malaysia people very well. They can trace me. If you later change your mind tomorrow and you have an outbreak, and then they say, and they trace the bank account and they see that my link is there, I may be affected at the end of the day. And apart from that, I advise her to be careful. You don't know this person, you're just doing video call, you're just hearing the person. Be very careful. As a cybersecurity person, I had to advise her in the right way, and that was how we ended the conversation. I think she blocked me or something, and I was very happy that she blocked me, because I did not help her to achieve that goal that might have implicated me as well. Let's be very careful, guys. That's not the first person. I've had series of Malaysians that have actually contacted me to help them with this kind of transaction, to pay for a boyfriend or somebody like that is not in Malaysia and they have never seen with their two eyes. We must be careful, guys. Let's learn the right way. Let's not learn when we are become victims, okay? It's when people become victims of this catfishing and many other, terrible crime, malicious crimes. That is when they begin to cry and they begin to try to be better. Let's be very careful, okay, of who we communicate with online. Online people, not all of them are real. Not all of them are real. Me, I've said my own. And if you have learned one or two things from my video today, please make sure you consider giving a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend this video to more people that need to hear and learn. Share the video, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Much love and God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Be positive, be simple, be sincere. Bye, guys.